let me tell you, I used to live like an oyster in middle school, okay? Back in elementary school, I got bullied for my voice. Right now, it's a lot better, but I used to have this very, very high Mickey Mouse voice in middle school. It would be very high. Like, I can't really, it sounds so different from how I sound now, but basically, I sounded like a girl, okay? And that's not bad. I'm not sexist or anything, but like, I'm a guy, okay? And I got made fun of for this. And basically, all throughout elementary, I was basically like left out of the groups, left out of the FaceTimes, the Roblox parties, left out of it, all the, you know, birthday parties and everything. That was me in elementary school. When I went into a new middle school, completely new people, I still acted the same way. I still acted like an oyster. I still avoided social connections. I avoided all social encounters. I had one good friend in middle school. One good friend. For all 3 years of middle school. One good friend. Imagine that. My school was giant too. We had like 200 kids. I was an oyster because of my past trauma. And I overcame that when I went into high school. I actually came out of my shell. I started talking more. But most people always stay as an oyster. They never come out of their shell. And you might be an oyster if you're watching this video, because I'll just say it, like, an oyster is someone who avoids all social confrontation. They don't like speaking to people. They're very awkward individuals. Maybe you're awkward. You don't know how to handle social situations. You overthink during situations, like, oh, do I shake his hand? Should I sit next to him? Should I do this? Should I do that? These are oyster characteristics. And oysters, people who act like oysters tend to build an emotional shell so they don't feel any, like, they don't feel good, they don't feel bad. They never get into emotional conflict. They never risk being hurt. So they never test the water. They never try to make friends. They never speak to the guy at the gym. They don't reach out to anyone. This is an oyster, and a lot of people today, in today's generation, with TikTok, with Instagram, with all these things keeping our attention at bay, a lot of people are oysters. So many people are. And being an oyster, you have to understand, this limits your creativity because you're limiting your interactions with other people. You're not getting all new experiences, new things. And being an oyster, okay, I've been clowning on you guys too much, you oysters, all right? But basically, you need to reclaim, you need to get out of that shell. Chances are, if you're watching this video, you are an awkward teenage guy, maybe in high school, probably in high school, young, maybe you're in college, and you're having trouble interacting with other people. The only way to get big in the gym is reps. I don't go to the gym, I actually run, but still, I do a lot of push-ups. But the only way to learn Spanish is to keep pounding that Quizlet, keep coming back. It's to keep putting in the reps. The only way to lose weight is to keep showing up at the gym. So the only way to get out of that shell is to keep getting these micro victories. When you see someone at the gym, just say hi to them. You just need to get these small wins, and this will build positive feedback. A positive feedback loop is like when you do something and then you get rewarded for it, and then you're more likely to do that thing again. So if we could get you to do some minor things in the next 48 hours, like, you're gonna get results from this video if you put in the steps I give you, okay? If you just go out on a walk around your neighborhood, I'm sure, like, you could do this. Maybe you live in a city, just maybe if you live in a city, go knock on a bunch of people's doors, say, oh, I just moved in. Even if you didn't just move in, just like say, oh, I just wanted to meet my neighbors. I'm your new neighbor. Maybe give them like a bag of flowers or food or something. I don't know. You can find so many ways to just talk to people in your local area, okay? But I'm gonna give you the one that I use, okay? If you are in a neighborhood, go walk around the neighborhood. Just say hi, good morning, good afternoon. How are you doing to people walking by? And now I'll give you these small little micro wins, okay? And then that's the first thing I want you to do, okay? This is gonna get you out of that shell a little bit. But then, okay, after you do this, day one, you do this. In the next 48 hours after watching this video, maybe, do this, okay? And then, after you feel comfortable enough, after you keep doing that little micro victory thing, after you keep getting these small wins, actually start a conversation with someone. Like, if you go to the gym, just go to the gym or wherever, like maybe your local bike trail park or something, or wherever your hobby is, whatever it is, guitar, maybe there's a place people play guitar, maybe it's skating. Just go start a conversation with someone while they're doing the activity, okay? So you might have this limiting belief right now that, oh, I don't want to interrupt someone in the middle of their gym session. I don't want to interrupt them when they're like doing those bicep curls, because they don't want me talking to them. Chances are they do, okay? People love having people talk to them, okay? And I'll give you the exact way to have a conversation with someone once you like ask them what they're doing, how they're doing. Just ask them, like, if you're in the gym and they're doing an exercise, ask them, oh, you're doing bench press right now, what's your PR? And then you can just get into the flow of things, okay? Once you're in that social flow, you start thinking of things off the top of your head, okay? Now, most guys, most oysters, they overthink everything before the conversation starts. They think they have to come in with like a whole list of bullet points, like, oh, we gotta talk about the PR. Okay, then what after the PR? I don't know what we're gonna talk about. It'll come to you as you do it. You just need to, it's like learning how to ride a bike. You get on the bike and then you start pedaling and then it comes to you as you go. It's not like you know how to ride a bike before you ride a bike, okay? Just take my word on it, okay? So you're gonna walk into this gym. This is step 2. Like, the first step is getting these micro victories, okay? The next step is actually getting like a good conversation going, okay? And then after this step, like, then you just need to keep doing this again, okay? Step 2 is really the main step that'll change your life for the most part forever. But first do step 1, then step 2, okay? Step 2 is having a conversation with someone, some random stranger, okay? Random stranger, you just start talking to them, maybe get their number even. Like, I'll tell you a story. I was on the treadmill the other day at the gym, at the local gym, and there was this guy running next to me. I've seen him before, okay? He was watching Netflix on the treadmill, and then I just waved him down, like, in his peripheral vision. And I said, yo, what's up? Do you run any 5K races? Because you're pretty fast. Like, I could tell this guy was like a fast guy, okay? And I run too, so you see these. So I just had this conversation with him, and he clearly wasn't bothered. He was like, he was happy that I was asking him questions. He wasn't bothered that I interrupted his Netflix session during his run, okay? So you truly gotta think, like, you are worth more. You are worth enough to talk to people. This is the main thing that gets people. People don't think that they're worth talking to, okay? If you can overcome that, then you're just fine, okay? The limiting factor in you talking to some random guy on the street is that you don't think you're good enough. Because otherwise you wouldn't be insecure. Otherwise you would be totally like, so like you don't give a crap about anything, okay? That was some good advice, all right? Now take it, do step 1 first, like go have some micro victories with strangers, like almost to warm up for step 2, and then do step 2 on the same day, or maybe even like a couple of days later. Just make sure you plan when you're gonna do it, okay? Preferably right after this video, because otherwise you're gonna forget this video. I promise you will, okay? My name is Faris Faisal. Think big. I'm out. Follow the Instagram.